Hey everybody, and welcome to today's webinar. We're going to go ahead and get kicked off, and we're in for a special treat today. This is one of our new 30-minute sessions. We're going to be sprinkling these in throughout the year. We know everyone's time is very precious, and some days you just don't have a full hour. So today we're going to do one of our 30-minute quick sessions, see how you like it, and you'll be able to give us some feedback later on. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and kick us off with some housekeeping items. So for everyone that's on the call today, this is going to be recorded. So today's session will be recorded. It will be sent out to you later, so you don't have to worry about taking notes. I talk pretty quickly, so it'd be pretty hard to take notes anyway. You'll get the materials straight to your inbox really soon after this, and that includes a copy of the slides as well as the recording. And then please note, all of our webinar recordings can also be easily found online at WordStream and LocalIQ YouTube channels. So you can just navigate to YouTube, type in LocalIQ or WordStream, click on one of our channels, and then you'll be able to see all of our past webinar recordings right there. And if you want to catch up on any of our old ones, or you want to view this webinar recording later, you can find them all there on those channels. And then the reason that I have you all practice using the question box, well, I'm going to actually have you guys practice using the question box in just a second, is because I want everyone to feel really comfortable throughout the webinar, because that's where you're going to be putting in all of your Q&A. So if you have a question for us to address later on in the webinar, that's going to be it. It's going to act as your chat function. Even though you won't be able to go back and forth later, back and forth with attendees on the call, I'll still be able to see your questions, and we'll get a feel for what sort of questions that you have. So before I move forward, let's go ahead and stop just a second and practice that question box. I want to know where everyone is calling in from today. That's probably one of my favorite things about these webinars, is seeing all of the different places where everyone's coming in from. We usually get people from all corners of the world, just because it's really neat to see where everyone is from, because we're all here today for our marketing. We're here to make our marketing better, whether it's a business that we own ourselves or it's a role that we play in a larger business. We're here for that same goal. And so it's really interesting to be able to see that. Very rarely do you have a ton in common with this large of a group. So I'll go ahead and start calling some folks out. Ohio, I see you. Southern Illinois, welcome. Miami, Atlanta, hey, good to have you. Los Angeles, Tennessee. I'm from Louisiana. If this is your first time joining one of our webinars, I'm based out of North Louisiana. And so you could probably tell from the accent. So let's see where everybody else is from today. We've got Kevin from Canton. That's a lot of fun. Vermont, another Florida. Oh, keep them coming in. I see Wisconsin, Seattle, more Florida. You guys are representing today. Austin, PA, another Texas. Every once in a while I get to see Louisiana. Oh, Avery from Baton Rouge. It's good to have a neighbor on there. All right, so I could keep calling out for forever, but this is a really cool to see, because like I said, we're all here today. We want to learn about AI. We want to learn how to up our social media game, because we want to make our marketing better. So let's go ahead and kick off. Like I said, we've only got 30 minutes. All right, so before we go any further, I wanted to get everyone on the same page around who LocalIQ is. So some of you on the call may already be working with us, and that's awesome. We're happy to have you here. And then some of you might be totally new, and that's fine too. So some of you are coming to us and may be familiar with our thought leadership brand, WordStream by LocalIQ. So how does it all fit together? Well, LocalIQ is how businesses like yours attract and retain the ideal customer. That's what we do in a nutshell. And so we are able to get you the inside track. We've got an all-in-one digital marketing platform that is fueled by vertical specific data from all of our campaigns. It's about 5.2 million campaigns that we've been running. And our goal is to get what's right for you. So we have a very personalized approach to local marketing, and that's how we are able to know your industry and help understand your goals and help you reach them better. And then we want to get you a step ahead. So we have a platform, like I mentioned, but we also have lead management with the help of AI for faster follow-up and conversion. So if you couldn't tell, tech is at the soul of everything that we do. And we're an award-winning partner. So something that we're really proud of are those badges that you see at the bottom of the page right there. We're a premier partner with all major advertising platforms. And this isn't something that is granted to just any marketing platform out there. It's really only given to businesses that display clear campaign success for their customers, display thought leadership within the field, and meet a really rigorous set of requirements for each of those platforms. All right, so how do we do this? Like I said, tech is at the foundation of everything. And so we're more than a platform, we are a partner. And so you can see images of some of the things that we're able to help our customers do. We have award-winning tech, fueled by data and decades of local expertise. And we're able to connect you to a whole suite of digital solutions. So we're a one-stop shop for all of these different ways for you to be able to get in front of your right customers. So that now all of the right leads find you. You don't have to go on an endless chase to find them. So that's the goal. And we do that also through a lot of different efforts, all of our tech, all of our AI, but then also through webinars like this, where we are able to share our information, share knowledge, and like I said, help everyone get their marketing up a little bit. So a bit about me before we move on. I am your webinar host and facilitator today. My name is Katie. And here at Local IQ, I work really closely with our teams on our digital marketing side. And for the last 10 plus years, I've worked in either one capacity or another in digital marketing. So I am helping equip sales teams. I'm working with agencies and individual business owners, really just helping connect them to whatever they need to succeed. And again, if you couldn't tell by my accent, I'm in the southern US in Louisiana. I always tell people I'm not really from the fun part of Louisiana. I'm not from New Orleans. I'm about 5 hours north, but I still love the state and I love being here. All right. And then before we dive in, a couple of last things that I want to mention around some really common questions we get in our webinars, and that's where people can learn more about the topics that we cover. So this 30 minutes is going to fly by, and we're going to talk through a ton of information. If you ever feel like you want to spend some more time with any of the topics that we're covering today, any of the things that we talk about in our webinars, I highly recommend that you navigate to Local IQ or our WordStream websites. We cover everything in these webinars in depth over there, as well as on our social media sites. So be sure to follow us there. We share out notifications for future events. So if you want to join more webinars in the future, definitely be sure to follow us and turn on your post notifications. We also share out platform updates, interesting articles, and all sorts of information that advertisers would love to be aware of so that you can work within your businesses better. You can find Local IQ on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. And you can find WordStream on LinkedIn, X, Facebook, and YouTube. All right, pop quiz time. So if you've attended any of our webinars in the past, you know that we love to keep listeners on their toes. And that's another reason that I had you practice that question box. So let's get warmed up on the topic today. Go to that question box, and I want you to type in there, let me know if you could instantly improve one social media metric with AI, what would it be? And if you can't think of a metric, what would you want to improve about your social media strategy? You could just wave a magic wand. What would be that one thing? Would it be to get more likes, maybe more shares? You want to focus more on comments and direct engagement with your audience, maybe clicks, ROI. Let us know what you're thinking. I'd love to hear some of these answers. All right. Let's see. Oh, and I just heard that you guys are not able to see my screen progress. So let me go ahead and fix that for you. Okay, awesome. And I see some people jumping in no matter what. That's good. It's good to know that everybody's flexible with me today. So you should be able to see all of my slides progress now. All right. So Let's see. I see more shares and saves. Saves are really important. Yes. Click through to website. Awesome. Improved engagement, more likes, bigger audience, more engagement and subscribing. Analytic tracking. All right, Isabel, we've got some information for you later on. Engagement, impressions, consistency, followers. So you can see that a lot of people are saying some of the same stuff. So we're all kind of in the same boat. Maybe our businesses are a little different. We have different needs. So it makes sense that we're gonna go ahead and dive in. Let's go ahead and talk about what we need. So, all right, so 60% of SMBs are already using AI for their social marketing. We did a survey of about 730 small businesses, and basically, if you're not doing AI yet to help with your marketing, your competitors likely are. So 86% of social media managers intend to use AI for editing their copy this year. And then 85% plan to lean on AI to generate social ad copy straight from scratch, which is something that we're going to talk about in just a little bit. The numbers don't lie, and the numbers are going to continue to grow this year. We know AI is going to help with time-saving automation, enhanced creativity and insights, talking about that copywriting just a second ago, improved performance tracking. We had several people in the chat talk about that, and then creating more personalized experiences. So there are a million ways to use AI to help you in social media. Today, we're going to talk about just 6 of them. So we're going to fly through them, but all this information and more is on our blogs, and so you can find tons of info there. So first up, we talked about it in the chat. One of the biggest pieces of advice that we typically give people is to diversify where you are marketing. Those are your marketing channels. And so we encourage people to use multiple channels like search, social, organic, paid. But the drawback to that is the reporting. Nobody wants to spend hours trying to analyze reporting. It can eat away into a ton of your time. And if you are advertising on multiple channels, then you're having to pull reporting from multiple sources. So this is our first use of AI to help analyze social media reports. So AI can aggregate the data. You can upload all of the information to an AI platform, and it'll help you understand what kind of posts perform best for your business. It'll suggest the best time to post on social, and it can even help identify patterns of engagement. So here's our PSA. So we'll say this at the front, and we'll probably repeat it a few times more. AI is not foolproof. It is a tool. It is not the actual tradesman. So you're still going to need to look at the data yourself, but it is a great time saver to be able to aggregate everything and to pull out some trends. But only you are going to know what some of the variables are that impact those numbers. And so a really cool thing, you can go to any sort of AI platform. They'll typically let you upload attachments, or you can go ahead and paste it, and it'll be able to give you a great summary and how to move forward. So next up is creating personalized content. So it's another common headache when you're managing the social strategy is trying to create a content calendar. And that's just on a good day if you have a content calendar. Every day you're just trying to survive. So managing your business's social media sites can be daunting. You're constantly having to come up with new ideas. That's where AI can help. So if you go to AI, you're able to utilize different ideas of what you can actually post about, what is really popular right now, what is what's trending for a typical industry, and then you can tailor your post to your audience based off of those recommendations. So you can see an example here of something that's coming soon. We're releasing a free AI copy tool for Google Ads. So you tell us a little bit about the industry and the business, and then we're able to give you personalized headlines and copy options that cuts into a ton of time. And of course, everything's optimized to perform at its best. So be on the lookout for that. And the best part is it's free. But that's just one example of how you're able to personalize content with AI. So like I said, there's a lot of different options. It's really all about the input, and what you put into the AI is what it's going to give out to you. So with that, AI prompts are going to be your game changer. This is how you're going to get the best output. You can see an example there of one of our blogs, AI prompt examples and ideas. because whatever you tell that machine to give you is what it's going to spit out. So you want to be really clear, you want a clear call to action, you want to stay authentic. So check out other resources like that on our sites, and that will help you with the AI prompts and how you are able to use them. And it'll be a real game changer for you, and you'll be able to reach that goal of personalized content. All right, number 3 is social listening. So you cannot be everywhere your business is mentioned online, either fortunately or unfortunately. But AI can help you monitor what's happening online with your business in something we call social listening. So this is where it's looking for brand mentions, feedback, and potential sales opportunities. So for example, let's say someone may complain about your business in a social media post, but they don't tag you. So using AI social listening tools, you can really easily find that post and then reach out to that user, and hopefully you can address their concern. But even if you're not able to solve their problem, others see you engaging with them. You're not hiding. They see the tone. They're able to see you trying to either make things right or give a good explanation. And so this helps get you in on the conversation and helps with preserving your online reputation. And then maybe you might even win back a lapsed customer or win a new one because they saw how you handled the situation. So this is a really good way to draft replies to comments and reviews. There are platforms like Upfluence or Heapsy that can identify relevant micro-influencers. This is a really great benefit because these micro-influencers or local influencers, you might have heard them called, these help you build authentic partnerships with influencers who are really aligned with your brand. And that just goes towards a stronger online reputation and broadens your reach. All right, so here's an example of something I wanted to show you around generation and conversion using AI. So trending this year is not just AI for social, but AI around chatting back and forth with people. So that's the thing that we all really love about social is it's genuine. It creates these genuine connections and it allows you to be engaged with prospects and customers in ways that were really not possible before, especially if you don't have a brick and mortar. So, but AI has allowed us to really be able to do that. So AI agents can be a part of not just your social strategy, but also your larger marketing strategy because they've been surprisingly advanced over just a short amount of time. They sound very authentic, very genuine, and they'll make the customer feel like they're chatting with an actual support rep from the business. So we just launched our DaaS SMS agent this month, and it's pretty impressive how human the conversations are. This is just one example of something that's out there. One of our customers said it actually responded better than it would have to responses coming up. And this is big because I think as any small business owner knows, it is so difficult to generate leads and it can be really manual and time consuming. And so to have someone that's on your side, that doesn't take lunch breaks, that's 24/7, it feels like you're able to stay on top of that better, and it'll help out with various aspects of your business. And so it can do things like summarize, categorize, prioritize leads. It'll help you follow up with leads. It can help with proactive customer check-ins. There's just a lot of options out there when you're integrating AI into not just your social strategy, but the broader marketing strategy. And then number 5 is ad targeting. So identifying and targeting the right audience with your online advertising can be a really big challenge. You may know your ideal audience, but being able to get everywhere that they are can be a huge hurdle. So AI-powered ad targeting helps small businesses target audiences effectively, resulting in more conversions and better ROI, which I saw several people are really interested in for this year. If you could have your magic wand, that's what it would be. So many ad platforms have created AI-powered ad targeting options within the platform to help streamline this directly. So if you advertise directly through Facebook, they have something directly in their platform that allows you to tinker with the targeting. Other businesses have integrated AI tech into their ad management platforms. So at Local IQ, this looks like we have ad optimization within our platform, and we couple that with several different solutions based on your goal. So if you're wanting to get leads, or if you're wanting to amplify your brand, we have optimization run by AI underneath our platform that moves your budget where you're going to get the most engagement. So you're not spending money where you don't have a large audience. And so it's responsive and it learns. And so that's one way that you can either do it directly, or you can work with a partner and have it integrated into everything that you do day to day. And then lastly, number 6, creative support. This is something that a lot of people need help with. Not everybody has a designer on staff. Not everybody has the time to be a designer. And we all know the right images and videos can make or break your marketing campaigns or your social post, especially on a platform as visual as Instagram. But actually creating these assets can be really time consuming and challenging. But AI to the rescue. So there are tools that can help. For some AI tools, you can simply provide a text-based prompt. So you can just type in what you think you want for your image, and then the tool will automatically generate an AI created image for you. Other tools, you can see examples here on the screen, they require just maybe a little bit more information, and then you'll get a full video that you can upload. So places like Canva, you'll have ChatGPT, Jasper, all of these can help with the content, with images, with video. It gives you a lot more option. And so by generating these AI created images, you can produce more visual content at scale. We want to make the most of your time because we know there's never enough time in the day, and you're typically wearing multiple hats. So save both your time and your team's time, your resources on the creative, and then you'll be able to utilize these tools and then focus more on something that you want to do, maybe something more directly related to the business or a larger marketing strategy. So just another PSA, it's important to note that some of these tools are still in testing, so they may not generate the quality images that you want or need. Remember, AI is not foolproof. So be sure to give the images a once over. I'm sure we've all seen those funny AI images where maybe an arm isn't where it's supposed to be. So give them a review, go back, tweak what you need, but they are a really helpful resource for creating assets like social posts, email banners, or really any creative that you need to support your marketing strategy. All right, that was a ton in a short amount of time. So I'm going to go through what are the 3 things that you can walk away here from. Again, we're going to send out this recording and we're going to provide the slides. But before we wrap up, AI prompts are huge. Utilize all of the information on our websites, but you're going to want detailed prompts because that equals better personalized outputs. It's really important for you to test out multiple AI tools. They all have different functionality and all have different capabilities. So be sure to do some A/B testing, go back, review the results, and then get a feel for which one is going to work best for you. And then on that same spirit, more importantly, not every tool or every benefit is going to be best for your business. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. So keep trying new things. Don't let one thing, maybe it doesn't work, keep you from moving forward and continuing to try things and make your operation more efficient. All right, so we're going to jump into the Q&A now. And so you're going to see a poll come up on your screen while we're doing that. And this is just an option for you if you have heard anything on here that you want to learn more about, or maybe you're really intrigued around AI through a partnership and you are tired of doing it yourself. Go ahead, click yes to that poll, and we'll connect you with a local IQ expert who can talk a little bit more about your marketing and free up your time. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the questions. If you haven't put anything in the question box yet, but you have something that we didn't address, go ahead and do it now. We're going to go over there. We have time to answer just a handful of things. So it says, is one AI source better than the other? So Lacey, that's a really good question. And I'll go back to a couple of points I made a second ago in that there are so many tools, and just because you can doesn't mean you should. So my advice is, you know your business best. Start with the tools that we listed on that slide. Those are all reputable, really quality places, and then just play around with it. See which one works best for whatever it is you want to produce, whatever your timeline is, and whatever your business needs are. All right. And again, if you are wanting to speak with someone, go ahead and answer yes to that poll, and we'll be able to get someone in touch with you really soon. I know it can be exhausting trying to do all of this stuff on your own. So if you're ready to just talk to one of our experts, we can make it happen too. All right. Let's see. I see. Oh, there's so many. I'm trying to grab one as they come in because it keeps scrolling up. All right. Yes, social listening platforms. So I think we called out a couple of options during this recording. I want to say Heapsy is one. And also I think that you can go to Google and you'll just type in social listening AI, and you'll have a ton of different options. And then based on, again, whatever they require upfront, whatever the prompt requirement is, that'll dictate what information you need to give them. But it's a really great option for you to be able to know what's happening in your community, in your network, and be able to respond to those negative reviews. That's one of the pluses of AI, is it'll help you be able to engage more closely with your prospects and with your customers. All right, so we are coming up on our 30 minutes. That flew by really quickly. If we didn't get to your question and you'd like to speak to someone, go ahead, let us know in the poll. We would love to have someone speak to you and sort of learn more about your business and give a consult on what we could do to help you. Thank you so much for showing up today for showing up for your marketing, and we'll see you soon on the next webinar.